Way too early in the morning.
400 meters, turn right on Hall Street.
We woke up at 6 and the whole place was active already. It's like, I'm in their way already. I parked right in their yard and it's like, here I thought I was going to wake up at 6 and beat all of them. No. They're early risers. I'm like, okay, rush, get my stuff off. Well, let's
Right
get out of the way.
Hall Street, then take the first right.
Wanted the trailers on the shoulder side there so that nobody behind us. There's a little bit of traffic, not a lot. This side they want to be beside me because I need a full 2 lanes.
Turn right at
So
the
here on the
traffic light.
left-hand side, you see the stop sign there, down that hill? Right-hand side. Yeah, right-hand side. Right-hand side. I don't know how often I say that and I don't catch myself. I had to go down there to get into their yard with it. And the containers on the back overhanging, they were rubbing on the deck. I'm like, oh, is this gonna work? But it just barely worked.
In 400 meters, turn right on Highway 3A.
So we're in Nelson. West end of Nelson. And we're going to head down to Salmo to get containers off of the load.
Turn right at the traffic light.
Nice and wide, make sure I don't run over the pedestrian on the sidewalk.
Continue on Highway 3A.
Some really cool old buildings here. Have to turn lane. Nelson's a beautiful old town. Somebody knocked down a cone already. Looks like they've left just enough room for a Super B. Now likely they're not going to unload us here until 8. I don't think, well, they might be in at 7. We'll see. We'll see when the guys get into the shop. Summit in Salmo. Can't remember. Maybe it's just the manager that comes in at 8. The guys in the shop might come in earlier. I'm not sure if you would call him manager or not. The top mechanic dude. He comes in at 8. The guy that runs the shop would come in at the same time as these guys do. Really nice guy. beautiful little road, Highway 6 south of Nelson. Drive it quite often, especially in the winter because we want to avoid Bombi Pass in the winter. Did a good job of climbing up this at a good speed. Not quite up to speed limit here yet, but it's just the containers on the back were much lighter. Excuse me. I thought I had this cough almost taken care of, but it just kind of stays, especially in the mornings, it's still there. It's just kind of holding on for the rest of my life. What's that? Kind of like my wife. The rest of my life, my wife. What's that?
I don't go away.
You don't go away either. That's good. It's good to know. You're that cold? It's plus 10 outside. I was sleeping in the truck at plus 4 with no bunkie.
I don't know how you. It reminds me of Ontario.
That was cold. And I know we were camping in Ontario one night. We woke up just frozen in the morning. It's like, it's in the middle of summer. How is it this cold? Got no idea what we're doing after this, so we'll find out. Getting a bit foggy this way. I guess technically not foggy yet, but clouds are getting awfully close to the road.
In 900 meters, arrive at Sokostamo Yard on the left.
got my tires changed and now the truck pulls to the left instead of pulling to the right. Castlegar, Columbia River. See if the scale's open. Now we rotated the steer tires and it's pretty much eliminated the vibration. Still a little bit there, but we'll see if it comes back or not. But one shoulder on the tires were wearing out and causing this vibration, and they were cupping pretty good, so we rotated them just to see what that would do, and it seems to have reduced the vibration quite a bit. See in a week or two if it comes back or not. Scale's open. Yeah, I bought new wipers. I haven't installed them yet, but I bought new wipers. Bought new wipers? Sutko bought me new wipers. Open. The scale is open.
Take the exit on the right to Highway 3 East.
Yeah, I made some poor decisions. I took the Bombi. Should have just gone through Nelson. Would have been much better. Because Bombi's got construction. Pilot vehicles. Get to the top and I made the mistake of stopping at the brake check like I legally have to. And then they made me wait for the next pilot vehicle. I couldn't go continue. And the scale's open, so it would have been much faster going the other way. Could have saved 10-15 minutes. Could have probably gone between that vehicle, but
We don't need a longer day.
I don't need an even longer day.
Turn left on Highway 3.
Alright, chip truck. You all of a sudden sped up, so which direction are you headed? Blinky blinky would be extremely helpful. Because if you're going right, I would pull up beside you. If you're going left, I don't want to pull up beside you. Yeah. Glad I didn't pull up beside you.
Highway 3 East.
What's up?
Guess we never talked about how lucky I am to go to second week.
Yeah, Jess is along with us for a second week. So that's fun.
But that was only 1 week.
Yeah, we thought it'd be 1 week, but I don't have any in my
Take the
U.S.
exit on the right
yeah.
to Highway 3 East.
I was told I was getting my IFTA stickers this week in Salmo, and we just came from there. Forgot to ask about that. Well, obviously we're not getting the IFTA stickers today.
It's just the beginning of the week.
Yeah, so they might not have them there yet, or else they would have said something. I'll if I come back this way again, I'll have to ask. FedEx. Oh, so there's gonna be a FedEx building over here. Cool. So I got a Jess for the second week. I'm guessing it won't be for a couple weeks again after this, but I'll keep asking you every now and then. You'll be tired of me after this week. Well, that's not very nice at all.
So you missed the quick skit about me. Don't start yawning.
Don't start yawning. I guess I'll stop yawning. Just hold it in. I'm just looking for bears. That's bear territory down there. I've seen bears here before. Beautiful grass, right? It's just perfect grazing grass for the cows, for the bears. Stuck a mount to the steering wheel, got it in the right spot, so you guys will get a gauge, engine gauges, all that stuff while I'm driving. Video coming up this week. I know you guys always enjoy, at least some of you guys always enjoy those, so you can see what the engine's doing when we're climbing hills. Yeah, especially in this truck. We haven't done that in this truck yet, so. Yeah, there's definitely a difference. I'm definitely up the hills a little bit quicker. Like it's only about 30 horsepower difference, but it makes a difference. Well, that's a lot of water being let through that dam. I don't have all the gates open, but some of the gates are wide open, and they're just water's just screaming down through there. And we have more rain in the forecast, so we're going to have to keep draining the river like that, make sure it doesn't overflow. Load here in Kalesnikoff, and apparently our safety guy's doing a safety check here. I'm delivering him one of our Isaac's e-logs from Salmo so he can teach some of the drivers that are having issues with them. And the Chop and Salmo calibrated our webcam with the Isaac system because apparently we were not recording video, so they had to recalibrate it. Apparently all the trucks in the Okanagan were having that issue, so the people that installed them in the Okanagan forgot a step and didn't calibrate the camera to the system. So just go none of the Okanagan trucks that, well, basically if they were installed in West Kelowna, the cameras weren't working. So he asked me, as soon as he calibrated, he just goes, before you hook onto your trailers, make a critical event. Go through the yard and take a corner fast or slam on the brakes, make a critical event to test the camera. I'm like, okay. So I fishtail. It's like, that didn't make a critical event. I'm like, okay, slam on the brakes hard, locked everything up. It's like, critical event. I'm like, wait a minute, I can fishtail the back of this truck and it doesn't say critical event? Come on. Just jumped out after my first try.
Yep, I surely did.
She's like, nope, not being in the truck for this. It's a bit of a rough ride.
Basically had permission to do what you always wanted.
Had permission to floor the truck and fishtail and do donuts. Too bad it wasn't icy out.
Put that in the winter. That'd be caliber.
And goes to the video and the guy just goes, look at this idiot, just flying through the yard here. It's like, perfect, okay, it works now. So it makes me happy. Have a reliable webcam or dash cam. I gotta set up my own dash cam too, so that if there's video I wanna, I'll call it my bear cam. Copy it off of, who always calls it a bear cam? Cubby. Cubby X YouTube quadding channel. He hasn't been healthy lately, so there have been less videos, but bear cam, haven't got that set up in here yet. So if there's a bunch of trucks waiting here, maybe I'll stop to whip that bear cam. Yeah, it's been an interesting, busy day so far. It means we're loading here pretty late, so I don't know if we'll make it to. Our first drop is in Abbotsford tomorrow morning, so hopefully we make it there. I haven't punched it into the GPS yet, so I don't know.
I don't know what our appointment time is either.
Oh yeah, they need an appointment, so I was told they're going to make an appointment as early as possible, so.
She might be waiting to see how long he's still living too. On the plus side is no tarp.
Plus side, no tarp. Yep, that's nice. No tarp. Should be a little quicker in and out. I don't mind tarping. I get paid well for it. I actually make more money when they're tarp loads, but they're not really fun doing tarping. It's not that enjoyable. I don't mind doing it, but it's not. I definitely don't look forward to tarping. And now that I know I'm keeping this truck for a bit, I'm also going to come up with a camera mount on the back of the truck. So, and I'll place it on the side of the cab instead of on the center like the last truck I had. On the side, and that way we can record a video of me loading a truck, strapping it down. There'll be no audio or anything like that. Probably just fast forward. Strapping the load. I can in the future do a tarping load, at least see a bit of what I'm doing. I'm looking forward to that camera angle. I just gotta find camera mounts. There might be some camera mounts in here.
Arrive at Kalesnikoff on the right.
You can go back to electronics.
I've got a bunch of electronic stuff I have to go through yet. There's a chopping bag full of stuff that I have to go through. Alright. Moment of truth. Are we getting loaded right away, or can I go do my own thing for a while?
Arriving at Kalesnikoff on the right.
trucks. I'm getting loaded right away. Nice. Unless there's a truck in there looping around, but I didn't see any trucks pulling onto the yard, so. Yeah, forklift doesn't look like it's coming this way right away. Whenever you get into a lumber yard like this, forklifts have the right of way. Maximum speed limit in this yard is 20, which is always too fast for me. I usually go 10 and 15. There's a lot of forklifts booting around here. You gotta be on the lookout the whole time when you're pulling around. And of course, anybody coming here for the first time sure as heck doesn't know where the loading zone is. It's like, where's the chipping office? It's way out here. Just gotta watch out for forklifts popping out of any of these. Our chipper is the guy that just pulled into there with a forklift. And the chipping office is to the right here. It says Kiln 5, but that's a chipping office. And not a lot of space. They have a full yard. And no, we never line up exactly to where the yellow line is on the pavement, because it's better this way for the forklift driver. All right, get loaded and we'll continue from there. Just coming down off the Paulson into Christina Lake. Got a full load. Had to shuffle the load around a bit to make sure it all fit, but we made it fit. So our first drop is at Abbotsford, and I still don't know what time our unload appointment is. Second drop is on Mitchell Island in Richmond. Logging trucks are coming down the hill pretty slow, so coming down a little slower than normal. About 20 kilometers slower than normal. That's okay. You might not know this mountain very well yet. Rather too slow than too fast. Light drizzle. It's always a beautiful lake. We get a lot of tourists. Christina Lake here. It's close enough to Alberta that a lot of Albertans come here and spend the summer on the lake. After Christina Lake, Grand Forks. Grand Forks though was like a nice small town, but weirdly I always see police incidents, you know, car chases and drug dealers on the side of the road, you know. Seems to have a crime issue in Grand Forks. I don't know if it's a real issue or just a perceived issue, but I always find I see a lot of police activity or illegal activity going on in Grand Forks. So nice and green still. Love this time of year. Although mosquitoes are out now. Definitely have to keep our windows closed. Harder rain. These wipers don't clear the windows very well, but I do have new ones in here that I haven't had time to install yet. Speed limit is now 60 instead of 70. Got the summer speed limit in here. I was wondering if they would change it or not with COVID this year, but they changed it. The only town that we go through regularly that I noticed that the speed limit, they have a winter speed limit and a summer speed limit. only delay down the road should be us now. Always like rain, the sound of rain. The smell of rain. I guess the smell of rain is really just the smell of ground. When the rain hits the ground, it softens up the ground, releases aromas. At least I'm assuming that's what it is, something like that. Because the smell of rain is a real thing, but I don't think we're smelling the rain. I think it's the ground that we're smelling. Apparently this truck puts out most of its torque at about 12,200 RPM. Right about here. Of course, peak horsepower is higher. So you really want to keep your RPMs between peak horsepower and peak RPMs. You see an intersection coming onto a highway on a corner, you got to really always keep in mind of what if a really fully loaded Super Bee just pulled onto the road. Come around that corner at a speed that you can stop just in case. thunderstorm, but still rain. At least we're not getting the big hail. In Calgary, there were certain areas where houses, all their siding has been knocked off, windows are knocked out, cars are all completely dented, car windows are knocked out, just so much damage from the big hail. A beautiful part of the highway that I rarely show you guys. Did not have the time to put up my bear cam. I'll get there eventually. Well, I guess there goes the idea of me being the slow one again. We're definitely catching up. It's quite a lineup in front of that semi, including RVs. It is RV season. Seen the bighorn sheep over here for a long time. Must have migrated a little higher up in the mountains. Looks like we got an RV, 3 cars, another RV, might be just a camper on the back of a pickup, and then a big rig. So I'll just have to be patient. And remember, it's RV season. Rensme, if you're watching, would have to find out how wide your bike is at your building, because there is a trail that goes all through the mountains over here. It's called the Trans-Canada Trail that you could bike on, but there's width limits. So if your bike is too wide to get through all the gates, that wouldn't work out for you. But that would keep you off all the busy highways. here the Trans-Canada Trail is just to the left side of the road. I know they've got concrete blocks or other or steel posts concreted in, so you have to be with a certain width. And I think your bike would be too wide to fit on here. But maybe there's something online if you Google Trans-Canada Trail to see what the width limits are. Most of the Trans-Canada Trail is on old railroad bed too, so there wouldn't be very steep grades. So I don't know where it all runs, and it says Trans-Canada, so I'm assuming it goes through all of Canada, but I don't know if it's well maintained all the way. Grand Forks. This RV park's got quite a few RVs parked in here, even though it's right in the floodplain of that river if it overflows. All we need is a really good storm and it would overflow. Jess is falling asleep, taking a nap. I think what I'm going to do is say that the whole video is filled with her snoring. Right? That'd be fun, right? Right? I think she'd make me reshoot the whole video. I didn't try waking you up. I was just talking about you, and apparently you woke up. See what happens when you start talking about her? She just wakes up. She just knows. Are you gonna make me reshoot all the video where you were snoring? If I was snoring, yes. Setting up a food trailer. Even in town, we have to go 20 under the speed limit? Oh, nice. The annoying part is we play leapfrog. I have to stop for a brake check and they come past me again. They stop for food and then I pass them. Yeah, I'm always surprised that the speed limit through this town is 50, even though we're going through school zones here. There's a school on either side. Elementary and then secondary. I don't know if the secondary is high school as well or if there's a high school somewhere. Or is secondary middle school and high school? I don't know. Where I grew up, where I went to school, we had school and we had high school. That was it. Actually, town of Winkler did have middle school, but I didn't live there. Setting records for how cold it is. We're breaking records for cold temperatures in June. I can believe it because it's been chilly. I bet you we're going to have record-breaking heats later on in the summer. I don't mind a cooler spring, cooler early summer. Definitely a lot more comfortable. Still running bunky in the middle of June. Past the middle of June. was being funny there. It's like, come on, set. No, I don't want to resume at 50. I want to set at 70. So with the cooler temperatures, I wonder what that does to the cherry crops and apples and all the orchards.
I like crop is very bad for cherries. Rain is really bad for cherries.
Yeah, rain is really bad for cherries, but all this rain right now. But because the cherries aren't ripe yet because of the colder temperatures, maybe they'll go ripe after the rain. Might actually make a much better crop, or worse, I don't know. Oh, he's got containers as well. So we unloaded containers just like he did, those blue ones. And then another truck was unloading containers right in front of us, another Sutco truck, and here there's one more. So going to be 3 trucks at least delivering containers to Salmo. Was Grand Forks. We'll head to the beach. So thank you guys for watching. Trying to hit record in places where I don't regularly hit record. See different parts of the road. I'll see you guys tomorrow. We'll be leaving Greater Vancouver to somewhere. I don't know. What's that?
I think we both have.
What's your guess? Timber Mart in Langley to... I'd say you're pretty much probably right that we're going to look Timber Mart. But where are we going to deliver?
Trail.
Trail? Going with Trail. That's probably a pretty good guess. I'm going to say Grand Forks. We're going to deliver Grand Forks. Grand Forks and Nelson is my prediction. If Silverton is in, it's usually Castlegar and Silverton, or Silverton and then further stuff further east. But yeah, that's a pretty good prediction. We're both thinking Timber Mart. It could be other stuff. It could be concrete blocks too. Huh? Yeah, so because we're both guessing Timber Mart, I'm going to go with concrete blocks. We're going to deliver concrete blocks. This would be my guess, just so that we have one of us can be right and one can be wrong. Alright, thanks again guys for watching. I really appreciate it. You guys rock. See you tomorrow.